never let it go.
Because he was biting the baboon.
I know.
He
was biting it for a while.
had to bite it. I mean, have you ever bitten a baboon?
No.
It's tough. In this video, we're going to be diving into Gladiator 2. We're going to be talking about the characters, the plot, and everything else that you pretty much went wrong, in my opinion, in this movie. I want to start with a couple of dishonorable mentions. First, and I might be, in the minority here, is the sequels that no one asked for. This movie falls into the category of that. No one asked for Gladiator 2.
No.
I can't believe after, 24 years, this is the story that Ridley Scott wanted. He wanted to tell this story.
Are you not entertained?
It kind of falls in line with some other movies that I've unfortunately had to watch over the last couple years. Movies like Beetlejuice 2, The Matrix 4, and this is kind of a one for me. I know you like this movie, and I like the movie as well, but Top Gun Maverick kind of falls into that category. Yep. It's watching these old characters that are too far removed from the previous movie. It just looks like a blatant cash grab.
Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley.
Oh my God.
I just thought about that one.
That's another one.
This is very embarrassing.
As I'm watching those kind of movies like Beetlejuice, I'm sitting up there I feel like I'm in an out-of-body experience. Like, I'm really watching this.
Right. And you're not really watching a movie. You're watching just someone being like, oh, remember back when we did this?
It's like they're cosplaying a character. And it's a blatant cash grab. It's hard for me to believe that they wanted to do it unless a big bag of cash was waved in front of their face. So as I'm watching Gladiator, I'm just reminded, especially with all the flashbacks and all that, I'm just reminded of a better movie. It's just they're preying on our nostalgia. But when you do Beetlejuice, Gladiator, it's just very painful for me to watch.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say. And so I felt the whole time I'm watching this, I felt like it was a chore and it felt like just a cash grab. So that's my dishonorable mention number one. Do you guys agree that, are you tired, just like us, of these old sequels that no one asked for? Just let us know. But my second dishonorable mention is just the score.
There's some odd selections. One specific scene for me when the riots were breaking out, whatever score they had going on there, I was like, oh, it didn't fit.
It
didn't fit with what was happening.
I listened to the entire score today, and I just felt like I was listening to a soundtrack for Clash of Clans or Age of Empires. I felt like I needed to be building a city or something. There was no point where I was like, man, this soundtrack fits. It felt like a generic, almost like a sci-fi-ish. And then they also put in the trademark.
I heard it.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it.
The whole thing. I'm just like, oh, my God. I picture them. It's a desert movie. All right, check. All right, we need a woman wailing,
It reminded me of Dune,
it's just any desert movie. They went into ChatGPT and were like, we need an epic soundtrack for a movie.
ChatGPT's like, I got you, bud.
I got you.
I got you.
Yeah, and they just go, blah, and they just spit it out, and there you go.
The score was so forgettable. If I heard any one song, I'm not going to know the scene that it's from. I won't.
It's got to elevate the movie.
I mean, did you guys agree? Do you think the score, do you remember the score?
Do you think it fit with the movie? Just let us know. Let's get that conversation started, because I could talk about movie scores all day, and this is not it. This is not it.
This is not it.
As Maximus once said.
This is not it. This is not it.
Okay, so I'm going to just rip on Lucius here for a second. The main character, every time he said something, it was like he was 5 or 6 beers deep.
Eve could take revenge against an emperor.
He always had this look on his face, and he always just looked like he was like
Rocky Balboa.
Absolutely do that.
He had nothing profound to say. His character was just so poorly written to me versus, if you have to compare him fairly or unfairly to Maximus, he never said anything meaningful in the movie. He was always just kind of retreading old quotes. Where have I heard that before? Every time he said something, or even a character said something, it was just a callback to a better movie. He was just doing nothing aside from fighting in an arena where you knew he was set up for success. There was never
stakes.
I can't think of any scenario where he was in danger.
No, what helped even the playing field was Maximus was this awesome tactician. He was really, a general. So it makes sense that he won all of the fights he was in when he was in the, in the Colosseum. Lucius, he steamrolled everybody.
They make him seem like he's a brilliant tactician. He is the guy. And
every
time he's steering the boat, he's leading the troops.
Yeah.
I hated the motivation for his wife. His wife, she has no lines. She dies. Cool. She dies in battle. So I don't feel as bad. Maximus, his wife and kid get crucified crucified,
correct,
and
hung,
ravaged over and over, as
burned. I think even
burned. Everything gets taken from him. This one, his wife just dies, falls in water. I didn't feel anything for his wife. I didn't give a shit about her.
No,
she was a warrior, and she got an arrow.
Died in battle.
I think the character was so poorly written. He either had no lines, or the battle was so short. The battle we're all over in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
The last point I want to make about his character is, why did they have to make him Maximus's son? This makes it look like he's cheated on his wife. He has another kid with another woman, and it just cheapens that whole...
Yeah, Maximus is an asshole dad. That's why he does everything.
Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife.
He's plowing, the queen regent or whatever she is.
And when was he doing this?
When he was off to war? Because the kid, he was off to war the whole time. Before we continue, hit the like button.
Subscribe.
Just subscribe. Hit the like button. It really helps us out. We're really just we're a slave. I don't know if I can even use that term anymore, but we are a slave to the YouTube algorithm. Much like Lucius was a slave in ancient Rome. Moving on to Macrinus, Denzel's character.
Oh boy.
I didn't quite get his motivation. He goes from going to Rome to having riots in the streets on day 6 or 7 or something like that. It happens too fast. Acacius, I thought, had the better storyline potential. I was just more compelled. I thought his character was more compelling when he was on screen. So going to the battles real quick, we have
the baboon
battle. It looked like he was on Pandora fighting a couple of fucking... Remember those black animals on Pandora? The baboons' faces looked like they weren't even from this earth. They released 15 baboons into these people. He bites one baboon's arm, and all of a sudden the fight's over.
Right. What happened to all the other baboons?
The second battle was the rhino battle, which I thought was going to be more epic, and then nothing happens. The rhino charges, breaks his horn, and then he kills the guy. Again, that battle was literally a minute and a half. They're each a minute and a half. I don't understand why. There was actually no fighting.
The gladiatorial battles it was against animals.
There's a lot of animal cruelty. Yeah, so I think the next one was the ship battle.
I know.
And that one, just to me, that one made zero sense to me. And he's just steering the thing right into the other ship, and then they just take it over, and then nothing happens. There was no stakes in that battle. Nothing. They have arrows. I'm like, okay, shit, people are going to die. 2 people die.
I thought that was going to be such more of a big moment, and it was very short.
What's the point?
I don't know.
What's the fucking point? What did you guys think about the battles? Did you like them? Did you dislike them?
Yeah, the rhino was the best. I think we're both thinking.
They're just short. They're just very
they're very short.
Very abrupt, and there's no stake.
Fortunately, I feel like the baboon one was the longest one of them all.
It was, because he was biting the baboon.
I know. He was biting it for a while.
He had to bite it. I mean, have you ever bitten a baboon?
No.
It's tough. In a movie called Gladiator, did the Gladiator aspects of the movie live up to the hype? I don't think so. Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
Let us know.
Last part, the ending of the movie. What the fuck was going on with the ending? The actual build up to where the 2 armies meet. It felt like something out of Kingdom of Heaven, where 2 armies are meeting.
It's fake.
It looked
that would never happen.
CGI. He is the peacemaker.
Yeah.
Nobody asked to see any ID. They get a ring with Maximus's name on it.
And everyone cheered. It's time we let's try and build it back. And everyone's like, yeah. And it was
what are we cheering about, man? I can't hear him.
Yeah, and this other whole army marched however long they came.
You know how long it would take to mobilize those 2 armies?
Oh, no.
And dude, they just arrive both at the same time. It's so shoehorned in. And then the very, very end, when he's in the gladiatory ring, I had a glimpse. So it zooms towards the ground, and I think when
he's picking up the sand or something.
I thought for a second he was going to find the little things that Maximus buries, or the guy buries at the very end of the first one, the black guy. It crossed my mind. I was like, is he going to dig up 16 years later those little figurines? I was going to go fucking nuts. However, he just goes to the Black Panther afterlife realm, and asks to see his dad as a Force ghost.
Which
isn't much better.
I thought he was gonna do this and pick up his head, and literally a Force ghost of
good job
of Russell Crowe would have been like, "I love you, son," and then just blows away, and he's like,
"Father,
who are you?" "I am your father, Cal."
The ending just made no sense. I don't understand. I did not understand the ending. I didn't like it, but that kind of falls in line with the rest of the movie.
The real reason we weren't as big of fans of this movie as, let's say, other people is really there was no need for this movie.
Zero.
There was just no need for the movie.
Was this movie necessary? We have a whole video on it. Click there again.
Click here.
Was it necessary? No.
No.
It was not necessary.
No. It kind of, to me, it was a very ChatGPT-like script.
Yeah.
Nothing caught me by surprise.
You know, I think, like we said in the previous discussion about this, they try to make it too big, especially with that final army versus army staring. It's just too grand. When Gladiator 1 was like more intimate, like you even talked about this, how like the battles were very close. There's just too much he's trying to do. I don't think it worked. You know, I just felt like I was watching, you know, A Kingdom of Heaven, and I thought his speech at the end was too Braveheart reminiscent. You bled with Wallace, now bleed with me.
Now bleed with me.
I give that movie no rewatchability. So what do you grade this movie?
I'm giving it a C.
I give it a D. But what do you guys think? What would you grade it?
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think about the movie? What do you agree with our grades? Are we too harsh? I feel like we're being pretty objective here.
Give me something different. Don't give me these rehashed nostalgia fests where I'm like, oh, there's the tiger. Oh, there's the ring. Maximus's name is on the wall. Oh, it's his kid. So many fucking references.
So many callbacks.
I don't care.
I don't care.
From the Marvel-esque opening where it showed the whole first movie in cartoon, I was like, I wish I was watching that movie. And I can't believe they went like previously on Gladiator.
Yeah.
Like, that was like the intro, and I was like, dude, this is...
And that was the whole movie. The whole...
They even got the tongue
and like
thing.
ink painting, whatever the fuck it was. Yeah. Oh yeah, his...
Yeah, the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
I hated that opening, and from that opening, I knew I was probably going to hate the movie. So yeah, let us know what you guys think about, you know, do you guys agree with our analysis and our discussion of this movie? Let us know in the comments.
If not, it's fine. It's an opinion. Let's hear yours.
Just let us know.
I will see you again, but not yet.
Oh, congratulations. You made it to the end of the video. Unfortunately, we have nothing for you. But if you enjoyed what you saw, give us a like, a thumbs up, leave a comment, heck, even subscribe. Thank you for watching. We love your support. Now go. See you later.